All right, good afternoon. This is Lucky Lynx. I'm not to be flip here at all. I'm making a point with this. People always ask me, hey, I threw this card or this set of cards. What do these cards mean? Very simple. There's a very simple way to do that. All right, Page of Pentacles. What does this card mean? Well, you take the little book that comes with it and you look at what the card means. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is excited about a new venture that could lead to great success and lots of future money. He's a dreamer, yes, but he isn't just tipsy boasting at the local dive bar. He's also a planner and a doer. Follow his lead and turn your spark of inspiration into actual achievable steps towards your goals. While you're baby stepping, be sure to channel some of that inspired energy from the fun parts of dreaming into the not so fun parts, learning Photoshop. It could be that this page is beginning a great new chapter. That's how you get the meaning. You take the little book, you look it up. That's the meaning. That's where everyone starts. There is this strange belief out there that the actual ability comes in the cards, and that's not the case. Any artist, this is art. I have said it before. This is an art. Any artist knows that the skill to create art is not in the pen. It isn't in the pen. The pen has a specific weight, the pen has a specific thickness, and you may prefer a certain pen to do certain kinds of things, but the answer, the talent, the ability is not in the pen. Now, you guys have heard me say that there's a spirit in the deck, there's a being in the deck. I've said it a million times. Yes, the art comes in learning to communicate. This is what it takes to be able to read. You need to be able to effectively understand what the imagery is, what it's trying to tell you, what the meaning is, which I just got from the book. But on top of that, you need to be able to interact with the people that you're reading for. So you need to be able to read what's coming off of them, understand what they're really asking you for, understanding what they need, understand how to communicate with the being in the deck, actually hear, see, feel, understand what it is that they're communicating it, and then you need to be able to translate what they're saying to the person that you're reading for. You need to be able to understand how imagery works. You need to understand how the human mind works. You need to understand how the human heart works. You need to understand the spirit world, what goes on in the spirit world. You need to understand what people's motivations are, where motivations come from. You need to understand why people are here. You need to understand all of this stuff and more if you really want to be able to read someone, or read something, or read a situation. And while we all start with this, which would be really of quite an involved reading if you just take this. If you want to know what the meaning means, take the little book, read it. And that's it. If it's playing cards, go to a playing card site and look up what the meaning means. If it's Lenormand, look at the little book that comes with the Lenormand. But there is this belief that the art is in the cards. There is art on the cards. The art is not in the card itself. The art is in your ability to interact in all of those ways with all of those pieces and put all those pieces together. So you need to be able to get the help from the being in the deck and get the help in communicating what you need to communicate, which means learning to communicate better. People say all the time, well, how do you communicate the way that you do, or how do you put this into... It was a nightmare learning it. It was not easy. I was not the best communicator in the world, despite all my years of studying communication. I mean, I took years and years in school of how to communicate through writing. And then even after that, I took years of how to communicate with hypnosis, how to communicate through linguistics, how to communicate by interacting with people. There was a good period of time I was actually working online through print ads. People would contact me through the print ad, and I'd have to learn everything that was going on them through communicating through print ad and just through email. It takes a lot to learn to communicate this. Some people are a little more natural at it, some people not. This is not something that you just wake up and go, okay, now I'm ready. However, it is something that you can go, okay, well now I know how to do it, I'm going to start to practice. And the more you practice, the more you interact, the more you learn the art. Just like you can pick up and maybe you're really good at figures, or maybe you're good at still life, or maybe you're whatever it is. The more you practice, the more your art increases. The dancer who knows how to dance trains their body at the bar, on the floor, in performance, how to get better and better and better. The actor learns how to really understand what's going on in the character and how to present that to other people. This is an art. So you can have a beautiful play and an actor or actress who ruins it. You can have the most expensive art tools out there and not be able to do anything with them. You can have 1,000,000 tarot decks and be a lousy reader. You can know how to dance in a disco and have absolutely no ability, if you went into a dance class, to actually do what the other people in the class are doing. This is an art. It takes time and it takes practice. And when people say, hey, what does this card mean? I go, look at your book. If you want to know what the card means, look at your book. If you want to know what happened in the exchange, well, then I need to talk to the demon in the deck. I need to sit down with you. I need to read what's coming off of you, because that's the way I do it. I need to understand the overall picture. I need to understand what's going on in the spirit world relating to you. I need to understand what the whole picture is. And contrary to popular belief, if you know how to do this, we don't walk around, people who really know how to do this, don't walk around all day just tuning into everyone and everything, reading everyone and everything, because it would be maddening. For one thing, a lot of people are just so full of their own desires and anxieties and stuff all day. Like, why would you want to read everyone necessarily who's just walking past you? However, when you do sit down to work with someone, you want to approach it from a place of compassion, a place of knowing the art, and a place of being able to use the art to actually connect with another person and make something happen. Using all of those things that I just described, and more, and more. There's some things that you learn in this art that you don't even, that you can't even articulate. It just becomes a thing. That usually has to do with a person's style. So think about that. If you want to know the meanings of the cards, look in the little book. The little book will tell you. If it doesn't make sense, well then you have to learn deeper. And my suggestion at that point is to actually learn. Take a class or something. Study with someone who knows how to do it. Practice. We want answers right away. We want them now. Also, there's, I'm going to tell you, this whole habit that is happening in the New Age where it's like, spirit guides tell me what I need to know. I don't think that's a good practice, because a lot of times, especially in Tibetan divination, if you do that in Tibetan divination, the Tibetan gods will go, this is empty of intelligence, or you're not managing your mind, or dumbass, start to control your life. This is not controlling your mind. It's very similar with a lot of the other cases. A lot of times they'll just go, manage your mind. And by the way, that Queen of Swords would say, manage your mind. Manage your own mind. Don't expect me to give you all the answers. And I think that there's a really lazy habit that the New Age has got people saying, tell me what I need to know. And I did a video on that. What you need to know is you need to take control of your own life and empower yourself and manage your own mind. So that's, what do the cards mean? What do the cards mean? It's right here. How do you do the art? How do you do any art? you practice, and you do all of these other things. Now, this is a question that people are always asking me, so I'm assuming that it's something that people need to hear. So that's, from my experience, how to address this whole subject. I'm Lucky Lynx, as always, wishing you success and good fortune in all that you do. If you would like to take a class with me on how to read these, 779-302-8009 or conjurehope@gmail.com. I got a beginning class where I take a storyteller's approach. I actually have people in the beginning working with meanings that I've assembled over the years. I've got one-line summaries, and I have people actually working with the one-line summaries. And when they were doing that, the students all reported, "Oh my God, I am seeing these in a whole new way," because I took a very different approach with the one-line summaries. And then I have people move into more experiential understanding of what the card means by looking at them and how they are operating throughout their day. I have people experiment with each other. I have people start to use their intuition. I have people actually connecting with the spirit in the deck. If you'd like to take that class, I can set you up in it. In the advanced class, I actually give people an audio meditation that helps them connect with that intuitive part of themselves. I have them really working intuitively with the cards, connecting deeply with the being in the deck, and doing some very interesting intuitive exercises with the cards. I have a Lenormand deck where I show people that it is not all about card combinations, and it is not just about what the cards mean, not at all. And I show people how deep you can get with Lenormand. You can get really deep into someone's psychology with Lenormand. It's profound how deep you can get, and I show people how to do that in the basic class. The advanced class, I show them tricks on how to use a grand tableau in ways that unlock things in whole new ways. Mexican Loteria, same thing. I show people how to use the Mexican Loteria cards through astrological correspondences, Western astrological correspondences, through what the cards mean, but also how to read them intuitively, how to use these things in pairs intuitively that give you huge understandings of a situation. They're insanely accurate in how they read things because the archetypal imagery and the way it plays off you and your ability creates amazing results when you know what you're doing and you're not just trusting the cards to do it for you. Same thing with crystal ball. There's a lot to crystal ball. I show people how to do that, how to really grab their own psychic ability in the crystal ball class. And then I got one more playing cards where I actually show people, people are always saying, "What's the best book on playing cards?" I don't know. I don't have a book on playing cards. I never found a book on playing cards that worked. I always thought they were missing something. I learned how to read playing cards through working with them and through being taught how to do it. So I show people how to use playing cards in ways that really unlock everything. So if you're interested in any one of these classes, contact me, 779-302-8009 or conjurehope@gmail.com. If you would like to get your Tibetan astrology done, I am doing Tibetan astrology right now. I am doing Tibetan astrology for people right now, and I am taking pre-orders for charts. I've already got a waiting list of people waiting for charts, so it's going to back up. So I suggest if you want your chart done, order early. Contact me, 779-302-8009, conjurehope@gmail.com if you want to learn how to get that done. I also can help you with a kill core. A kill core is where I build a map of your life, and then I use the elements and how the elements are working in conjunction with bond processes, and that the bond processes can actually change things in your life, remove obstacles, bring things into being. I also use Tibetan divination. This is my new Tibetan Modai that I made to actually help me with Tibetan kill core work. If you want to get your kill core done, contact me. I'll show you how to do that. And greater cosmology. And here in the Bay Area, I'm going to be working with people in businesses and compatibility, and actually all over the world, like I always do. The huge cosmology stuff I'll be doing pretty soon for people. It's a huge package. It takes 30 days to get someone's cosmology done. And oh my gosh, since I started doing cosmology and studying cosmology, the stuff that is revealed, and I wish that I would have known early in my life, that could have changed my entire life and removed obstacles and brought things into being and brought me in line with who I was really early, instead of having to fight against things where I didn't belong. And if I had known the relationship stuff, I could have avoided relationships that I didn't really need to be in. But not only that, I now understand why everything happened. It is astounding the power that Tibetan Bon cosmology has, and if you're interested in getting your cosmology package done, it's really something. I will be doing those here within probably the next month. If you get your astrology done, and I do the astrology for you, I will deduct the price of the astrology, which is part of the whole cosmology package. I'll deduct that from the whole cosmology thing. So if you're interested in any of these things, contact me, 779-302-8009 or conjurehope@gmail.com. And if you would like to donate, I appreciate it. Thank you for donating, those of you who have donated. I'll put my PayPal, my Venmo in the spot below, and you can donate. Remember, if you want to know the meaning, look at the book. If you want to know the art, study, practice, and develop all of the things that need to be developed to make that art sing in your life.